Today we're going to be drawing Charmander from Pokemon. Let's jump into it. Okay, let's dive into drawing Charmander from Pokemon. Alright, so all of these pencils and markers and everything are in the link in the description below, so if you like to follow along with the exact markers that we're utilizing, click the link in the description below. Okay, so with any drawing, we always kind of want to shape it out first with circles and ovals. That way we get a good idea of what the layout is on the paper. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a big circle right here. It's got to be moved over to the left a little bit though. That way we have room for his tail. Okay, and then we're going to do a big oval down here. This will be his whole body. Great. Okay, next we're going to do a little oval over here. This will be for his one leg. And then we'll do another one right here. Okay, and then from here we're going to do one oval here for his arm. And then we'll do another oval over here for his other arm. And then we are going to draw out his tail really quick, super fast. And that will be the flame. Okay, great. Now that we have everything shaped out in circles and in ovals, we're gonna go to our markers. So go ahead and grab your Sharpie marker, and then I have this one. Okay. From here, we are gonna start drawing out his entire head and body and everything. Okay, so very first thing, we're gonna do his cheekbone over here. So we're gonna do a little etch like that. Great, and then we're gonna bring that down. That'll be his jaw. Good job. Okay, and then we're gonna draw out the rest of his head. So we're gonna do a giant, big, coming all the way around, like that. Great, okay, so now we're gonna go back to his cheekbone right here, and we are going to do the eye. So we'll do the bottom part of his eye, and then we'll do the top part of his eye. Just like that. Okay, and then on the other side here, we're gonna do his other eye. So we're gonna go really big, and then bottom. Great job. Okay, so from here, we're gonna start working on his mouth. First, we're going to do out the top part of his mouth, like that. Great, and then we're gonna do the bottom part. So we're gonna go like this. Good job. Okay, and then we are gonna draw a little line right here for his tongue. Right there. Good job. Okay, then we're gonna put some teeth in. So one here, and one here. Good job. Okay, for his eyes, we're gonna draw his eyebrows in here, make him look a little mean. Okay, and then there's gonna be a couple things we're gonna do with his eyes. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw that line on the outside here, right there. Great job. And then we are going to do a circle. Then we're going to do another circle over here. Good job. And then we're going to do this little design on the inside. This is a section that we're going to actually color in. So this right here. Okay, great. And then we're going to put his little nose in. Doop, boop, like that. Cool. Okay, so now we have his head done. We're going to start following along these other areas that we've already circled and ovaled out on his body. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do his right arm. So we're going to go from his neck right here, and we're going to come down, draw his arm, and then we're going to do his little fingers. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do this other portion of his hand and arm right there. Okay, and then we gotta put his thumb in too, so we'll put that right there. Good job. Okay, and then from there we're gonna do his other arm. So we're gonna come up here to around where that other tooth was right here. So see how the tooth is right there? And then we're gonna make his arm come out right there. Whenever you're drawing, if you are mapping out other areas, so for example, if we're saying, hey, this tooth is here, and this is kind of where his arm needs to be, it allows you to look at another picture or something and know exactly where things are supposed to be because they're close to each other. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we have top arm. We're gonna do his one finger and his other finger, and then we'll do his last finger right there, and then we're gonna kind of bring it over and we'll complete the rest of his arm in a minute. Okay, so now we'll come back up to this section here, so right here, and this is where we're gonna start drawing his body. So we'll bring that circle all the way down to here. Good job. All right, now we can complete the rest of his arm. Boop, connect it to his body. Good job. Okay, now from here we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna go to his arm here. We're gonna look at where that shoulder came in, and then we're gonna put his back right there. Great. Now we kind of know where his leg is supposed to be, so let's start with that. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna go big leg down into his foot. So we're gonna go out, in, out, out, in, out. Good job. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side of his leg. So we're gonna go just big, like that. Great. And then from here, this is where we're gonna start putting his feet and toes in. Okay, so we're gonna do a line there. And then we're gonna put one claw in. We'll put the other claw in. And then we'll put the last claw in. Great, okay. Now we're gonna do his other leg. Here, we'll pause really quick. It's okay. I'm gonna give you one of these pencils next so it's a little easier for you to draw too, okay? Okay, now we're gonna do his other leg. We're gonna come over here and do a giant moon right there. Cool, and then we're gonna do the bottom or the back part of his leg, so like this. Good job. And then we're gonna come around like this. Good job. And then from here, we're gonna do one, then we'll start working on his claws. So we'll do one claw here, and we'll do the other claw. And then I'll do the last claw. Great, it's looking good. Okay, so from here, we're gonna then go do his belly. So we're gonna do a giant circle to here, okay? Nice. Okay, and then this is where we're gonna work on his tail. Now I'm gonna pause really quick. See how we did the big circle there, the oval here, oval here, oval here, and we're basically knowing where his entire layout is going to be, and we're just kind of connecting some dots. So see how we're almost kind of following along with the circles and everything? Okay, all right, now we're gonna do the tail. Ooh. So we're gonna do one, and then we're gonna do the other one. Good job. And then this is where fun is. Okay, so we're gonna kind of do the flame a little bit. Whenever you're drawing flames, you kind of just do little squiggly lines because flames don't really sit still, so they're always moving. So you kind of want to do squiggly lines We're putting it together. Good job. Okay, now we have the layout done. Let's get into coloring it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this green and we're gonna do that little section in his eye. A little tiny section. And then while he's coloring that, I'm gonna color in this all black. You don't do this section here. We're going to want to leave that white open. Okay, great. All right, next thing we're going to do is you're going to take the yellow and we're going to make the inside of his body yellow. I also forgot, we're going to go ahead and take your black markers out. We're going to make one more line on the tail. Great. So what we're going to do is make this whole area yellow and this area yellow here. And then I'm going to do the rest in orange right now. Okay, and then you want to take pink or red and fill that into his mouth area, so you can fill in his tongue. Just like that. Okay, the very last thing we're going to do is the flame on his tail. So if you notice, we have just one big blob here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the yellow, we're going to mix it in, kind of go a little swirly there. Okay, and color that all in. And then I'll do some orange as well. Mix that in too. Awesome, these look great. Thanks for taking the time to draw Charmander with us today. I would love to see your Charmander drawings. Tag me on Instagram, Tandys Studios. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and if you want to watch the next Pokemon drawing video, click here.